Hey, what's up, guys? TJ back here today. And today I'm going to be covering a very simple topic on marketing. However, it's one of the most fundamental ideas that will help you be successful in the car business as a whole. And I'm super excited to share today's lesson with you guys. We'll pull up the good old Notion board here just to dive straight into it. Okay. So, a lot of these strategies that I have on just my YouTube and a lot of the strategies that I share, they work and it's effective if you go ahead and implement them. But at the end of the day, you want to understand like why the strategies work and like why marketing in general, how does it fundamentally work and how can you leverage it and how can you kind of, once you understand the principle, take it for your own and then put your own spin on it and see how you can go ahead and be more creative and find new avenues and new ways to market and generate more opportunities in your career. Okay. So, the first things first, right? One of the biggest questions that we have to understand is what is marketing at the end of the day, right? Marketing at the end of the day is simply just the process of getting your product and service in front of people, right? That's the whole idea around promotion. It's getting that message in front of people. What is an ad? It's just telling people, exactly what their product is, what their service is, and how they can, you know, help a certain or solve a specific problem, essentially, right? And so once you understand this, this is one of the biggest keys to being successful with your marketing strategies in car sales, not only in car sales, but just as a whole, right? I think there's some fundamentals of sales that, once you learn them, you understand how sales works on a basic principle level and the psychology behind it. Same goes for marketing, because like everyone, one of my favorite sayings is like, people have bought the same way since Jesus wore shorts, right? So like people are very different. And so like the mediums have changed, right? But marketing fundamentally has been the same since the beginning of time. And so once you understand that getting your product or service in front of the local marketplace is all that marketing really is at the end of the day, that's what you need to focus on, right? So how does it really work? So marketing again is getting your message in front of the right group of people. Okay. So obviously one of the most important things that you can do is even if you have a mediocre product, but a starving crowd, you're going to sell a lot of product. But even if you had an amazing product and even if you had the best hot dogs in the world, however, your hot dog stand was not in the right location. So let me give you guys an analogy that I like to think about, right? So a mediocre hot dog stand standing right next to the bar or the club at midnight is going to sell a lot more hot dogs than the hot dog stand that is in the middle of a busy intersection where there are no stores or any other places around and the intersection's only just primarily vehicles. There's not a lot of crosswalks, so there's not a lot of like foot traffic. So, quite frankly, the people that have the starving crowd are going to sell more. And so, fundamentally, that's the same thing. And when it comes to that, you just want to understand exactly who your target audience is. And so, in your local area that you live in, there's only so many people that live there. So, when you understand that there's only so much local exposure that you can get, you understand that there is an attention marketplace that everyone is competing for in your local area, no matter what it is. It's like the grocery store, the salons, like they're all competing for attention of the marketplace, right? Because fundamentally, if you live in, let's say, 100,000, citizen population city, there's only 100,000 people that are available to get your message in front of. And so when you understand that there's only so much attention to go around, you need to understand that you need to dominate the attention market. You need to dominate the attention market share in your area. You need to, gain 100% of it. You need all those 100,000 people to know about you, who you are, what your name is, how you can help them out, and what you do, what products do you sell. Okay. So then when you understand that, once you get your message in front of the marketplace and you get all the, attention in the market area and all the attention market share, How do you get people to be interested in your product, right? Well, when you construct your message to put out into the marketplace to get attention, you want them, the people who view your message, you want to tell them how you are going to be able to solve their problem. Quite frankly, as a car sales professional, that's what you do, is solve transportation problems. So whatever your niche is, like, you have to identify who your target customer audience is. Like, say, for example, you go after, people that like trucks, or like people that are, say you're a veteran and you like speaking to veterans, or like, say if you are a car enthusiast and you sell like really nice sports cars, right? People who are interested become leads, right? And leads turn into customers, which equal money. So another thing you have to keep in mind, right, is how the car market necessarily works. So 1 to 3% of the market is always looking for a vehicle, which means the other 97% are not looking for a vehicle. So what you want to be doing is catering your message to everyone in the local area. And so how can you apply these concepts to the car market? Okay. So in order to make more sales, what you want to do is consistently get yourself out in front of more people in your local area. And so that's consistently, either posting, getting your name out there, going to networking events, whatever you have to do, right? The more people who see your face, the more they associate with you. With car sales, people buy from people they know, like, and trust because of multiple consistent contacts and testimonials, and just like kind of seeing what you do and building up, like, take some time to build trust, right? The more people who see you, know you, like you, and trust you, the more opportunities you have to make more sales. So what I suggest doing here is figure out who your target audience is, right? Who you're going after, and then think of the most effective ways that you can get in front of more people. This is where you can get creative, because you're like, okay, well, all I need to do in order to market myself is to get myself in front of more people. There's 1,000 ways to skin a cat. Quite frankly, there's a lot on my channel that are really good. I highly suggest, if you watch this video, go watch other ones on strategies, now that you understand the fundamentals as to why this works. And then once you find a consistent method or channel that works for you, start consistently promoting yourself on how you can solve the problems. Do this as much as humanly possible. There's no such thing as a wasted effort or resources in marketing, because it will eventually turn into a sale. The more consistently you do it, the more money you make. Because again, like, once you have the notoriety, once people know who you are, the attention flywheel starts compounding, right? And that's something that you can build for yourself on your local area, because, like, all of a sudden, like, your name starts spreading out, and a lot of car salesmen who are quote unquote successful in the car business, that have been in the business for decades, have naturally reached and touched a lot of people in the community because of just being at that dealership for so long. That's why they have a customer base, and that's why people know who they are. They send referrals, family, and they have a solid, they have solid sales and a solid pipeline, right? So with marketing, they're marketing, but their method is just extremely slow, which is, word of mouth, essentially, and that's what happens. But with other ways of, modern ways of getting in front of more people, there's ways where you can force that process to happen a lot faster. And so I really just wanted to share this, high level idea, something that I'm currently thinking through. And, it's something that I like to revisit in terms of, you need to understand the fundamentals to really understand how to execute the strategy itself. So with that being said, you know, implement this information, think about ways you can become creative with your marketing. Take that principle and see how you can do that consistently, because now all forms of marketing work is just like, okay, how can I do this most effectively? And then once you understand that concept, the world's yours. So anyways, if you want my help with learning how to generate your own leads, or learning how to build a pipeline and actually scale to $30,000 per month in car sales, click the link down below, book a call with me and my team. We can see if we can help you out. We can see if you're a good fit. I'll give you the exact roadmap that you need in order to get to $30,000 per month, like I've taken other students to. You guys can check out other interviews on my channel previously of who I've helped. But otherwise, I really hope that this video genuinely helped you out. and is teaching you and providing you some value so that eventually one day you can do business with me and my team in the future. And so if you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, and let me know if there's any other videos that you'd like to see in specific. If not, then I'll catch you guys in another video. Much love. Bye.